Flows like Niagara Fall, bitch, you can have it. I don't give a stick, motherfucker, try to stab it. You got a knife with the trigger. Another dead niggas on the motherfucking body hole. Now I am my 6'4", I'm popping. Bounce from the back, side to side, yeah, I'm steady hopping. Baby bull, it's the rich kid. These niggas talking all that shit, but the shit did.
This the interview y'all wanted. This is the interview everybody bugged us for. This is the interview hundreds of people continue in my podcast in the comments. When can we get the solo interview? When can we get the solo? I mean, day and night. When can we? Notifications hitting my black ass up on all times of the day, odd times of the day. When can we get the interview? Well, God damn it, we got the interview finally.
Here it is.
The man,
Here it is.
The man, the myth.
What's up, y'all?
STL. The man connected on all sides of STL, from the south to the north,
right,
to the west,
right,
to the east.
Right.
All you got to do is say this man name. This man name is synonymous with respect and putting his foot up a nigga's ass if need be. Bull motherfucking B. Make some noise. Give this nigga a hand. Give him a clap. Bull motherfucking B is in the studio.
What's going on, y'all? What's poppin'?
You know what I'm saying?
What's going on? Bull motherfucking
We heard.
B.
Hey, this is real time STL shit with Bull B, man.
Oh,
what's
yo,
going
child.
on, man?
What's
Hey,
going
it's been
on,
a while.
Bull B?
It was hard trying to get you in the studio to sit you down for a second, man. You been moving around. What's going on, bro?
Man, I try not to move around too much, man. It's just
Yeah, I can't tell, nigga. I can't. You ain't trying that hard, my nigga. But if you say so,
it's just shit been happening and shit, you know. So, but we here now.
We here now.
We here now.
We here now. You know what I'm saying? How everything going? How the family going? How life going, my nigga?
Oh man, you know it's going good, man. I can't complain too much, you know.
Okay. Looks like it's going good. I see how you riding. I see how you pulled up to the studio. It looks like it's going pretty goddamn good for you.
Yeah, I try
to say the least.
I tried. I'm trying to come up on $1 billion like Dre.
You ain't too far off, but you got a little ways to go.
I'm trying
to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't too far off, but you got a little ways to go though.
I'm trying to come up on that $1 billion.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's what it is. What's going on, man? We're going to get right into it because we got questions. I mean, we could really do this interview for 4 or 5 hours because there's so many questions. But I just picked the most important question.
Yeah, and I heard that people want to know a little thing about me, and that kind of shocked me a little bit. But, you know.
It did, but it didn't with me because I know the streets of the Lou. I know how connected you is. So once you say that name,
yeah,
you know, it pretty much ring bells all over the Lou.
Right.
If you don't know the name Bull B, you probably ain't as connected as you think you is.
No, you don't. You either probably heard about me. Mm-hmm. You know, I probably came over your house and fixed some shit.
Yeah, right.
Some shit like that. But
your chick probably told you he fixing my car, son.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler, he wouldn't. He fixing something else, but he wasn't fixing the car, nigga. I can tell you that right now. He might have been fixing the car too, but hey.
Yeah, I was giving out a little oil.
Hey, here to help the community.
Yeah.
So man, let's get it started, man. What part of St. Louis did you come from?
Man, I'm originally really from that north side city. But you know, I was born on Finney. I was raised on Greenlee from maybe like 3 years old. 3 years old to maybe 17, 18, 19. And we was on Greenlee. Then my grandparents moved from Greenlee and moved on Adelaide. So my mama took the house on Greenlee. So we stayed there even longer. You know. My mama and them used to, you know, they used to be big time weed dealers and shit, you know, man. They had pounds of weed in the closet and shit. So yeah, it was an interesting time back then, you know. It was
Yeah,
interesting.
them younger St. Louis years, we know how that. Because back in the day, the weed was so different. Now weed is like a cigarette, but back in the day, that shit was like gold.
Right, and she was the one that introduced the city to the dime bags in a plastic bag because they used to come in vanilla.
I remember that.
She the one that changed. She was like, I want them to see what I'm giving them, so we gonna put it in the plastic bag, and it's been like that.
Hey, from then to now. You know what I'm saying? From then to now. You know what I'm saying? What you think about St. Louis as far as just the change from here to now? What do you see change? Has it gotten better? Has it gotten worse? What's your opinion overall on it? I know social media had a lot to do with it, and we're going to get into that later. But just your change, just somebody who's been a staple in the streets like you have. What have you noticed?
You know, when we was growing up, we didn't have all the telephones and laptops. Only
if you was on the computer, you was a nerd back in the day.
Only interesting thing we did have was the pages that says the word going across.
Oh, the big boys.
Yeah.
Mine wouldn't cut on, but all the hoes thought it was and gave me pussy because it was. They thought.
Yeah, the big boy. I used to like the big boys. I used to like
them. Them motherfuckers was expensive back in the day to get cut on if you wasn't making it bread.
Yeah, but if you had one, you was a shit.
Shit, boy. That big motherfucker, that big screen ain't hanging from you. Yes.
Yeah, yes, you was a shit. You was a shit when you had one of them, man. Hey, you know, I got around there on Greenlee, shit like around there on Greenlee, I got siblings. You know, my sister Vicky.
Shout out to Vic.
My sister Jessica.
Shout out to Jess.
My big brother Bull.
Big Bull.
Me, Pig, you know. Around the corner on Harrison Carter was my auntie. She stayed there for 50-some years. 40-some years. 45 to 50 years, some shit right there. On the corner of Carter and Harris. So Lil Mike, Kelly, and Snoopy were her kids. And, you know, we all grew up right there. Cynthia, you know. Yeah, all of us. We all grew up right there on Greenlee. And Finney. I ain't gonna forget Finney. Because my cousins them still stay on Finney. That last name Hayes.
That bright light cut off. Let me know.
Their last name Hayes. So, you know, it was a lot of them. So we all grew up on Finney with the Hayeses. Then we went to the north side, the other north side over off of Greenlee. And that's where we was at.
Okay. So as being a staple in the city of St. Louis, what changes have you known from then and now, just as far as the streets? You know what I'm saying? We about to get on the music in a minute. Well, you can incorporate the music too, but I guess the music you already know, just young motherfuckers coming up, older motherfuckers moving on. What have you seen changes for the? Because in the '90s, that hat right there, if you had came through Pond Line, niggas be trying to shoot at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you went down Case and Hamilton, niggas be like, hey, what up, cuz?
It was a lot of blood over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, huh?
It was a lot of bloods over there, wasn't it?
Where? In Pond Line?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I say that. PLO. It was a couple of deuces, couple of 6 deuces, you know, blue and orange type shit. But I mean, when you go over there 5 and 7 Case and Captain with number 6 O's over there. You know, my partner, shout out to Smallwood, my partner stayed over there.
I think at that time it was.
Yeah, at that time. I'm talking about them 90s and shit.
Yeah.
But then you see all that, how you could walk down the street in a color, and compared to now, where the killing rate is still the same, but they ain't killing all color. They just might not like you. How you think it changed? What do you think? It got better, worse, stayed the same? What do you think about this shit?
Well, the killing, I'm finna tell you, the killings changed up. Okay? What I mean by changed up, when we was growing up, they was shooting sometimes because red and blue.
Yeah. Oh, it was all territory red. Yeah, color red, blue.
Now, man, and this is what the killers are now. These days, retaliation.
Yeah,
a motherfucker would go do some dirt and go hang out with the rest of the crew on the corner, and when the motherfucker see that nigga on the corner, everybody getting wet. So when y'all hear killings about St. Louis, that basically what it is, retaliation. And when y'all hear about kids getting killed, shot in St. Louis, it's because they playing with guns. It's not because they shooting at each other.
Most of these motherfuckers in St. Louis know who shot them.
Right. And that's the big thing. You know, you can't go do dirt and go hang out on the corner thinking
you just shot up 7 times, you gonna act like you don't know who the fuck did it. You know exactly who did it.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And now the people that you with wondering why these niggas shooting at us, and they gonna go get them.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like this and that, this and that. Motherfucker get caught doing dirt. standing on the corner instead of going home and relaxing and think of another plan or some shit.
Count your money up and start over tomorrow. You want to be on that bullshit.
Yeah, that's the difference. Another difference I see back there, back then we used to sag.
A little bit.
We used to sag a little bit, but these niggas, they doing the most.
Well, they weren't persons, so apparently no rule. All rules are thrown out in this point of the game.
And I don't wear no purses.
And I don't advocate.
Like that.
I don't advocate males doing it. Hey, to each his own. Do what you want.
Yeah, but it's
but ain't none of mine gonna be doing that type of shit.
It's
not under my rule.
It's they swag though. It ain't our swag.
And I understand.
It's their swag.
Because think about it. Our parents. Do you remember we had the chronic hats?
Yeah.
My mama saw that shit and she didn't know what it was. And my cousin went to school with me. She was like, "Damn, Damon got some weed on his head." And my mom was like, "That is a weed. Get that motherfucker." Of course, I had it in my book bag. I put it right back on when I went to bust down. But I mean, they didn't understand us. We don't understand them. It's just generational. And I've come to accept it now.
Yeah, me too.
But it took me a while.
Me too.
It took me a while. Let me see that light.
And the weed versus back then, we can smoke now.
Oh,
back then we had to hide.
Oh, and we thought we saw police.
Yeah.
While we was scrambling all over the car. I put the cones right on top of that motherfucker to let you know I'm smoking big. And I'm smoking the best shit, my nigga.
Yep. So it's been a lot of change for the, if I want to say for the better, it's just been a change for the generations.
Yeah, I agree with that. Generational thing. What about the music?
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah,
shit.
Here we go now. That's one for you. This is a question. This one might take a minute. What about the music? The music, and I know that's your specialty. The music. Think of the music. I mean, if we want to roll on St. Louis music, I mean, to me, St. Louis never really had an identity. We've always had niggas with talent and they can make hits, but we never had like Atlanta had an identity. Everybody had their West Coast had their identity.
Right.
St. Louis kind of bit identities of different motherfuckers. And then we kind of formed one a little bit. When Nelly and Chingy came in, I think we were known as the party pretty boy type ass niggas to other niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, the music.
Somebody that was a staple in this motherfucking game.
The music kind of sucked. They don't be talking about shit for real. Draco's. Well, you know what? What it is, it's easy for them to get guns now.
Oh.
It wasn't easy for us to get guns.
Bro, a 22 will get your ass 5 years when we was riding.
Right.
Why you think we was popping the trunk back in the day?
Right.
Ain't nobody thinking about popping no trunk now. We was popping the trunk to get our shit. Now, that bitch
you ain't got to pop the trunk. Right.
Wherever, you know what I'm saying?
So, you know, the little niggas got it good.
They got it good.
They got it real good.
They got it.
They got this motherfucker real good.
We was walking on eggshells with our pistols, boy.
And we really didn't have, like I said, we didn't have social media.
So we ain't no, yeah.
We barely had the computer.
But wasn't nobody fuck with the computer.
No.
You had to go inside to fuck with the computer.
Right.
And you was known as a nerd.
Yeah.
You was inside on the goddamn computer back in the 90s. With no street niggas on no motherfucking computer, dog. I'll tell you that. In the 90s.
Yeah,
in the 90s.
That's the change that I see, man. Like I said, it's the kids.
Yeah.
It's for the kids.
Definitely for the kids.
We had our days. Our days gone.
I ain't gonna say they gone, but I'm gonna say they're a lot harder nowadays to achieve than what they were. They ain't totally gone. Cause old niggas getting it constantly.
Well, I ain't finna go out here and say.
But it's a lot harder. It ain't. We used to walk outside and the shit came to our
yeah.
Now we gotta go out there. It ain't that easy no more, goddamn it. I prefer that. We gotta go and actually look. And sometimes that's too much work.
Yeah, they got it. They got it real easy in this motherfucker, man.
Boy, they just don't know.
Real easy.
They don't know and they don't give a fuck. And I can't knock them. So we bore and bred these bitches.
Yeah.
They our kids.
Yeah.
It's our fault.
Yeah.
Us deadbeat ass daddy and no good slut ass mamas. This is what we produce.
Yeah.
So, hey, just like Donald Trump with the president, everybody, you motherfuckers that voted for him talking shit. I went, hey,
right,
don't cry now.
Right, y'all voted them in.
I'm laughing at the shit for real. It's like a big old movie to me. Because it ain't affecting me much because I was poor before and poor now. So it ain't like ain't turning my life upside down or nothing. Ain't shit changed with me. Shit, there's another hunky in all this shit.
Right.
And when I say hunky, I mean Barack Obama is.
Yeah, I mean that's what's changing in the world. You know, we just getting a look. We taking our mamas and grandma place, dads and grandfather
They
place.
passing away. Like I say, my cousin Delma just passed. She was 84 years old. R.I.P. Passed away a few weeks ago. I had to go to that funeral. Passed away in her favorite rocking chair.
Yeah.
But she, you know what I'm saying, she did her job. You know what I'm saying? Did the kids, everything. So it is what it is. It's a new world now.
Yeah.
You gotta accept it. But I ain't the type. I'm still gonna have my fun. You just can't have it the way you used to. We used to have it our way.
I'm definitely gonna have fun with it.
And I ain't gonna spend to have, because nowadays you gotta spend to have it your way.
Right.
We didn't have to spend to have it our way.
Right.
You could just be us. Yeah. And it was happening. Now you gotta spend to have it, and I'm cheap. So that's probably what excludes me out of a lot of fun. Now, I'm cheap as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, it's
Speaking of old niggas and these hoes, what think about Shannon Sharp, man? Our uncle. Now Shannon Sharp's older than all of us. Shannon Sharp is closer to 60 than he is 50. So you know what I'm saying? What do you think of my man fucking with a 19-year-old OnlyFans white bitch?
It ain't illegal.
And got caught. And it ain't illegal because he didn't rape her.
It ain't illegal.
Might be morally illegal, but it ain't illegal. What do you think about
it? It's not illegal, but he's retarded.
Yeah.
Cause ain't no way I'm finna fuck up $100 million deal for some pussy.
And I'm gonna be real. That bitch wanted to fight me because I'm not giving her 10 million.
I wouldn't even.
Wanted to fight it. All right, bitch, I give you $1 million, ho, and I'm pushing it.
Yeah,
you gonna give you 10 million? You better have some hard concrete evidence on my black ass for 10 million, and that's how I think what she had. Some hard concrete evidence on his black ass.
I don't know if it was evidence.
Cause nobody giving up 10 million off the rip.
I don't know if it was evidence because they would have came out and said something around that nature.
Videotape, but it ain't been put out.
But you can see it coming.
Yeah.
If you look
right on the wall. If
you look at the interviews and shit, you can see it coming. Yeah. Oh, instead of $25,000, I want $100 million. And that's the lawyer talking. Cause she only wanted 25 for each cheek.
She wanted 5 per cheek. 50 G's is what she wanted.
Right, that's all she wanted.
Hey, that's a pretty good price, I guess, for somebody in his position to get caught what he doing. Here, bitch, you go 50 G's.
But my thing is, what did he get caught doing?
Fucking with a 19-year-old. And like you say, he didn't do nothing illegal. It's just the fact that you got all these sponsors and shit. And like you said earlier, Disney is fucking with you.
Yeah.
They look at immorality, if that's the word. Immorality, that's what they own.
You know, he was just he was just going on like everybody else do, having
old nigga, I'm gonna be fucking these young hoes too, but
having
I ain't got
fun.
Money, they ain't gonna come for me.
Right.
I can fuck a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But they all gonna be over age and it's gonna be all consensual. You can believe that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I ain't got no problem with what he did whatsoever. He should have just paid more money to keep it under the cap.
That's a fact. Well, 10 million is a good amount of money.
But it should 10 million should never came out. It should never been came to the public.
No, I sue her ass now, bitch.
Now we're gonna turn it around.
Yeah. You didn't lie on me and you didn't disclose some shit.
Defame my character, bitch. Hell yeah.
I want my 10 million back plus more. That's what I want. I want my 10 million plus more.
I want all your OnlyFans revenue, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I want that. You can go see that. I want the revenue, bitch. But yeah, man, shit crazy, man. You got to move better, man. You know, we in this new world, man. Especially when you're older, you got to move better. You can't move like we moved in 2003.
Yeah.
It's different. These young hoes try to set your ass up. All kinds of shit. You got to know, man. And if you real OGs like us, you do know. But you got a lot of lames that don't know, and they find out the hard way.
Right, and it's a shame because a motherfucker really get caught out on some bullshit, and it ain't really what they think it is. I chuck you in public.
Can't be talking crazy on the phone. Can't be sending crazy texts.
Right.
You gonna talk crazy, you gotta talk crazy, motherfucker face. All the texts and phone shit, motherfucker recording shit, and they ain't erasing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey,
Bullpound for life.
It is what it is. know what I'm saying? Tell us about your time, man. Back to you, man. Tell us about your time in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's where the Bullpound come in at. So let's see. I left here in '94 to go to the East Coast to visit my dad people. Shout out to them Willises up there. You
Shout
know,
out to all of them. East Coast, baby.
I went to go chill out with them, man, because I ain't seen my dad people in a long time. And actually, I thought they was in Mississippi still. Ended up in Massachusetts, so I went there. And I went there, man. I'm finna tell you, it was no black family out there but my black family.
Good part of Massachusetts? I can believe that.
Gardner,
I don't even know. It sounds like a white part.
G Vegas,
And shout out
Gardner,
to all the white people.
nigga.
We love white people here too. But I'm just keeping it real. If it sounds like some nigga shit, I'll say nigga shit. But yeah, it sounds like a white part. I never heard of that.
And, I had some little homies that I was down with down there in Gardner.
Okay.
So I came in at a time where this other city was coming to Gardner to terrorize and beat everybody up down there.
Yeah. It had to be some small town ass shit.
Yeah. So by me being from St. Louis, I still got that mentality, and I'm not going for it. So happens, it was the motherfucker came down the city. The motherfucker must have knew my name because they were like, I'm looking for that nigga Bull. Who the fuck is Bull? I'm sitting next to the nigga that's yelling my name.
Looking right at his ass.
I'm looking right at him like, nigga, you don't know? Nigga, I'm right here. So as soon as we was in front of this place called Shooters. So I left out. When he left out, I left out. I said, hey, bro. I said, nigga, this is me. Nigga, I'm Bull. And he looked at me. And when he looked at me, I teed off on him. Boom. As soon as I teed off on him, his little homie started coming. And next thing you know, the whole city that was there, nigga, we mobbed their ass.
Okay.
We mobbed Abraham.
Okay.
Y'all better recognize who stopped that shit.
I closed at the Boston and all that shit. I ain't never been on the East Coast. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't been
Gunner
on the East
is
Coast.
like maybe an hour away from Boston.
Okay.
30 minutes away from Worcester. They call it Worcester. That's just another, and about 10 minutes away from a city called Fitchburg.
So you got roots planted in that bitch is what you trying to say.
Yeah, I got kids down there, uncles, and Tatiana Willis, Judea Willis, Jada Willis. They all up there, and I got a son, Cater Willis, but he in Mississippi. But anyway, make a long story short, I hooked up with the DJ named Matt.
Okay.
And we had did a party before then.
And
I was yelling Bullpound because my name was Bull, and I had a little group. We pound motherfuckers if they come towards us.
Okay.
So I used that as Bullpound Records because, like I said, I was making music with my nigga Chaos.
Okay.
Shout out to DJ Chaos.
DJ Chaos, baby.
Shout out to him, Matty Matt. Man, we doing shows and whatnot. So the Bullpound came to play, and it was Bullpound Records.
Okay.
Now, when I got arrested for that little ordeal in the city, they talking about Bullpound, and this is what they put in the record. I mean, this is what they put in the newspaper. Baby Bull locked up. The leader of the Bullpound gang. And that was all over the papers, all everywhere.
Hey, they were gonna try to RICO you before they start throwing RICO charges in there.
So look, I had a tape in my pocket. Went to go see my PO. He was like, "What you listening to?" I said, "Some of the music that I make." He was like, "Oh, you do make music for real?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do." Man, he listened to it, right? I didn't want him to listen to it because I'm like, "Fuck the CIA." Fuck the DEA. I'm talking mad shit. So he listened to it, right? He said, man, I need to let the judge hear this. I said, no, don't let the judge hear that. I brought this for you. I mean, for you to hear it.
Okay.
He was like, no. He was like, if you making music and your record company is Bullpound Records, they the one that put Bullpound as a game. I said, yeah, they did do that. Man, he let the judge listen to that shit. Came in with the paper that I'm off papers, but the judge want to